If you allow me, first I want to give honor to God, who has allowed me to stand before you today. Good afternoon. What a pleasure it is to be with you. I would like to take this time to thank the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce for annually providing this opportunity to share with you the state of mind of the mayor. That was a joke. Share with you the state of the city address. As a resident of the city for over 30 years, it's been said, I have raised my family here. They graduated, went off to college, came back, and they decided to make Lancaster their home. And they are raising my grandchildren. Serving you as mayor is not the beginning of my legacy, but the continuation. It is my service, and it's an honor and a privilege that I do not take for granted. But I want to dispel some things today. Number one, I do not get paid. Number two, I cannot hire you. And number three, I cannot take care of that ticket that you got on yesterday. Again, I do not get paid. This is volunteer. And again, I don't take it lightly. Why? Because I live here, and I can remember when I first moved here, I wanted to be a part of the solution and not the problem. And I said, how can I get involved with my city? And the next day, I got an application in the mail in reference to the Human Relations Commission. So right away, I filled out that application and became involved. Now that's over 30 years. I can't tell you or even start to share with you a 30-year history. But I'm here today, and I want to acknowledge my council colleagues joining us today, and that is Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Stanley Jaloski. Now, you heard me say his last name? It took me 10 years to do that. But I want him to stand. He serves as our Deputy Mayor Pro Tem. Stand up, Stanley. And remain standing. And then I want to recognize, and he represents District 2, by the way, and Councilman Carol Strain-Burks, who represents District 1, and then Councilman Derek Robertson, who represents District 4. And I count it a privilege to serve with you on the City Council. All right, I also would like to thank my partners I call, and that's Dr. Granger. He is the superintendent of schools and also the LISD school board. Also Cedar Valley College as well, and all of the elected officials that are here today. And I also want to recognize Dr. Seabrook, who he had another engagement, and he did email me and told me why he wouldn't be here today. But I really appreciate those partnerships. I appreciate our city manager and her entire team for their commitment and dedication to excellence in serving our community.
Hear, hear.
And we also want to appreciate our city secretary and her staff for their commitment as well. Now, I have enough sense to know that the city manager's office and the city secretary's office is the backbone of the day-to-day operation of the city. That was a hand clap. Yeah, okay. And that, and last but not least, I certainly want to appreciate, because you know no man is an island to himself. And I could not do what I'm doing without the love and support of my beautiful wife. Some of y'all thought I wasn't married. And that's none other than Carlotta. I want her to stand so I can show her off and let her see. She is sweet and beautiful. And we're going on 42 years of marriage. Carlotta, who always stand ready to support me in anything that I do, and I want her to know that I'll appreciate that. Shortly after taking oath, I began to meet with individuals and my colleagues and other strategic partners, and in my meeting, it was important for me to just speak my heart. I just wanted them to know my heart. And it was an opportunity for me to do that. My service began when, not today, but I served on the City of Lancaster Human Relations Commission, which I take pride in, because that was an opportunity for me to get involved in my city, as I said. I was the first official chaplain by resolution. And you know, you just can't go and just pray for the city council without it drawing your attention. So that's how I really got involved, as they say in politics. I just didn't go and pray and leave, but I sat there and I listened and I observed. I served the city council under 2 different mayors for 20 years, and I learned from both of them. And one of them's here, and that's none other than Mayor Joe Tillison. Yeah. Wave your hand. Wave your hand. Stand up if you can. Yes. I had a privilege to serve, and I'm telling you, I was like a little kid because he took me everywhere he went. And so I learned, and we appreciate his wife, Marge. Do you not know that they just celebrated 65 years of marriage? And as I said, I had the privilege to serve on 2 mayors, and I learned from both of them. What an awesome journey that was. Now, I was the first, let me say the first. Did I take this mic off? The first deputy mayor pro tem that the city of Lancaster had. I count that as a privilege. And as it was said, I served as mayor pro tem 3 times. And then I served as the city council for District 5 for at least 11, 12 years. So mayor, or being mayor, is just a continuation of my legacy. Now, this might be too real for some of y'all, but I have enough sense to know that everybody don't like me. But I'm not going to give them a reason not to. Now, some of y'all get that when you get in the car. So for the next few hours, minutes, I would like to share with you the state of the city. Now, many of you have heard me repeatedly say My service as mayor to the city is not about me, but it's about we. Now, we are one, and to accomplish our goals, it would take all of us working together in partnership to make sure that Lancaster remains the shining star of Texas. In other words, it's going to take all of us coming to the table to make Lancaster better. Well, I wish I was at church. Every year following the election, the city council gets together and does a planning session to look at our goals and make sure that we are working on the projects and service that our residents expect and deserve. This past year, we identified financially sound government, health and safe and engaged community, quality development, professional and committed workforce, and sound infrastructure as our key performance objectives. Each year we revisit these goals to make sure that every project, every program and service is moving us forward to realize the mission and the vision of our community. My colleagues and I take very seriously the trust that the residents have placed in us to serve with integrity and commitment. As I say often, it is more than setting goals and making plans. We must implement. Now, this is very important, financial sound government. The city has long-range financial plans, policies, and procedures that meet and exceed the state requirements. This is very important. This is a fact, y'all. Every year we update our financials, investments, and debt policies. These policies provide guidance and direction regarding the finances of the city. We have been awarded the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting Award from the Government Finance Office Association for the fiscal year 2017 Comprehensive Annual Financial Report. The city of Lancaster has also received the Transparency, which is important, Star Award from the Texas Controllers for traditional finances and debt obligation. We have our finances including our account payable, get this now, budget and audit available on the citywide web. You can go and you can see. You're going what somebody told you or what you heard, you can see it for yourself. Also a plus for our city is the Lancaster voters approved $37.545 million for street improvement. That's a fact, y'all. In 2007, the council committed that the tax rate would not be affected by the issue of the bonds. The city issued the remaining $9.55 million of the 2007 voters' approval street bond. Now, I think it said this year the city credit rating with Standards and Poor's was affirmed at AA stable outlook. Standard & Poor's noted in their rating report the city has strong management and leadership with good financial policies and practice, and that the city has strong budgetary performance with operating surplus. Now, when you hear something that sounds good to you, clap. In total government fund, the rating agency noted that the stable outlook reflects the expectation that the city will continue to display strong operating performance. That's a plus. I want you to listen to this now. Solid finances are the foundation for service delivery. In other words, you can't do it, you can't perform it if you don't have the finances. What is that saying? We're strong in our finances. We as a council set the policies and direction, and we hold the city manager and her staff accountable for implementing. Now, the key to the goal is implementing. We want to come with a whole lot of plans and a whole lot of this, and it's not being implemented. Y'all tough crowd today, y'all tough crowd. All right. Now, the city staff also recognize the importance of service to the community. Employees are also serve outside this day or their day-to-day responsibility. We partner with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of North Texas in the Battle of the Badges. Big Brothers and Big Sisters met with city staff, and we learned that we had 35 children right here in Lancaster waiting to be matched with a mentor. Our staff stepped up and are serving as big brothers and big sisters to many of these students. Our police officers and firefighters and general employees are leading the effort by example. Our employees strive to provide quality programming for service and activities offered here at the Rec Center. Our efforts were recognized by the Texas Recreational and Park Society with receiving the Lone Star Excellence in Programming Award. As a council, we believe that an investment in our employees is an investment in our community. Each year, our city council set goals and objectives for our organization. From the goals and objectives, the department have a roadmap of what success look like for our citizens. Each employee is essential to realizing the vision in Lancaster being the shining star of Texas. The training and development of our workforce is important to the organization in order to provide exceptional customer service to the citizens. And I want to pause right there because I remember a few years ago, Mayor Tillerson was the mayor, and then we was talking about renovating the city hall. And at that time, city manager was Jim Landon. And I told Jim Landon, I said, Jim, we can pave these hallways with gold. It wouldn't matter if the customer service is tore up from the floor up. I thought I was going to get some help over on that side there, but that's it. So customer service is very, very, very important. Our employees are committed to provide service that we can all be proud of by fostering an environment that capitalizes on the talent and the capability of every employee. We are empowered to lead by example in a responsible and prompt and effective manner within the community we serve. We're talking about professional and committed city and workforce. Lancaster received recognition beyond the geographic limits of our binaries as employees serve on various task force and committees, and their work within the city being recognized by state and federal and non-profit organizations. Our Deputy City Secretary, Myra, received a scholarship award from the Yellow Rose chapter of the Texas Municipal Clerk Association. The scholarship allowed her to complete her certification. That's awesome. Amanda Our human resource benefit and risk management manager became an IPMA-HR senior certified professional from the International Public Management Association for Human Resources. The United States Senate recognized 2 of our officers. I want to say, it's the Senate, did I say that right? As Officer of the Year. This is from the United States Senate. And Lieutenant Thompson as Supervisor of the Year. Outside of Senate, and Officer Zach received the Mothers Against Drunk Driving, MAD, Heroes Award for outstanding work in DWI enforcement. Fire Chief Kenneth Johnson and Assistant Fire Chief Chris Youngman, moderating the Lancaster Fire Department new professional leadership development initiative for other employees, advanced training. The blue cord is the incident command. This program is to instruct, train, and then evaluate and certify fire department officers who serve in the role of incident command. Now these are, I hate that. You know, I'm reading it, but these are facts. And then if you were listening to me, these are pluses for our city. And you'll probably hear me repeat this, that all this just sums up that we are receiving a high quality of life here in Lancaster. Now that was for a hand clap right there, because that's Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited about this slide. And City Manager, I think we might need to perhaps get a trademark on this. The golden box, you heard me say it in the video. Location, location, location. The golden box, Interstate 35 to the west, Interstate 20 to the north, Interstate 45 to the east, and the proposed Loop 9 to the south. Did I get that right?
You got it.
Okay, thank you. Creates a box around. Now somebody was calling it a triangle. But we want to dispel that because Luke 9 is coming, which will create that golden box. And within that golden box, we got a golden child. And that golden child's name is Lancaster. And within that golden child named Lancaster, it has golden opportunities with our residential and commercial and industrial and retail development. And we are only 50% developed. And to assure that we realize the value of the golden child, Lancaster, we have implement policies and plans to assure developers experience a welcome and business-friendly environment. Man, this is the best time. What better time to come to Lancaster than now? I thought all the Lancasterites was going to say something on that, but
I would say amen.
yeah, thank you. I mean, what better time? Thank you. I got one. If I can just get one from each table. But what better time to come to Lancaster? Now this is very, very important to us. And I believe that the title of this article tells the story. Lancaster is open for business. Help me echo that. Oh, just one from a table. Just one from a table. I don't care. Lancaster is open
for business.
See, now that didn't even hurt, did it? Now we have a business-friendly council that adopt and update comprehensive plan that established expectation with development codes and ordinance to make sure that residential, commercial, retail, industrial developers can realize their financial pro forma while creating neighborhoods, retails, and commercial corridors that provide a quality of life our residents deserve. We believe, and we have created an environment that communicates the message that we work with businesses seeking to establish a long-term presence in our community that represents quality and financial sustainability, residential, commercials, or retails that improve the overall presence in economy. For example, we approved a zero-scape ordinance that encourages drought-tolerant landscaping. We updated our fence ordinance, tree ordinance, development regulations, and to encourage more smart. I know, I remember when I was told that years ago, we were talking about smart growth. And somebody said, well, what's the opposite of smart growth? I said, dumb. So to encourage more smart and sustainable development. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to the facts. Listen to the facts. According to the August 31st, 2018 Dallas Business Journal article, the city of Lancaster is the 7th, not the 107, but the 7th easiest community out of 1,216 cities in Texas to sell a home. In fact, 569 homes were sold in Lancaster with more than 10% exceeding $200,000. That's awesome. We had a 28% increase in new single-family residential permits issued for 2018. Now, in fiscal year 2017, we issued 128 new single-families permit at a value of approximately $28 million. Compared to fiscal year 2018, we issued 178 new single-families permits at a value of approximately $37.7 million. There's currently 2.2 million square feet of spec buildings undergoing development. Lancaster has a diverse business economy ranging from distribution, logistics, to manufacturing. Man, we on the move. I like this table over here. I like this table over here. More facts. You see? Y'all see that? More facts. This is a reality, y'all. It hasn't always been like that. Yeah. We're growing, and we're going to continue to grow. I'm getting happy now. This represents a snapshot of the businesses that have chosen to call Lancaster their home. We have international, national, regional corporations such as BMW, Pepsi-Cola, Brentag, Southwest, just to name a few that recognizes the value and benefits of calling Lancaster their home. I can tune up right there, I can. I mean, Wayfair opened with 139 new jobs. But you know, that's always an issue. When we going to bring jobs and all that? I want you to get the facts today. Don't go on what somebody told you. Get the facts. You know, people fight things they don't understand. You know why? Because it's easy for them to do that. Because you know, if you want to get an understanding about anything, you got to dig and you got to get the information. I need some help right there. Yeah, you get just, information, right? And they know it's going to take work. You ain't going, he said, she said, they said. Look at somebody, if you got to close one of your eyes and tell them, get the facts, get the facts. I'm sorry. I thought I was somewhere else. I'm sorry. Thank you, because it's coming out of me. In-N-Out Burger is already expanding with production and distribution. Look at that now. Lindt Chocolate opened a distribution facility with 80 new jobs. Global Fulfillment is underway and will bring us 40 new jobs. Ali Distribution Center announced that they're located in Lancaster with, get this now, 225 new jobs. Along with the expansion of existing businesses, there will be 636 new openings in Lancaster with an additional investment. Now get this, got to get it, $326 million by 2020. That's next year. Quality development, very important factor in the future growth of our city. Quality development. Job creation is daytime population, which creates and expands the opportunity for retail and hotel development. The City Council updated the incentive policy to further encourage the development of meeting and convention space within the city. Sleep In and Mainstay Suite is expected to open within the next few weeks. Yay! The hotel offers a small conference and meeting space to accommodate the needs of the community. We have also implemented an aggressive recruitment campaign to attract quality hotels. Y'all know what that means. Yeah. And retail establishment along our major corners in historical downtown. Now, it ain't written down, but I gotta say it. If it wasn't for downtown Lancaster, it wouldn't be no Lancaster. I got a That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, because if it wasn't for downtown anything, it wouldn't be a city. So I want you to keep that in mind. Sound infrastructure. Now, to me, this plays a very important part in the quality of living. Sound infrastructure is a critical piece of the foundation and operation of a city. Infrastructure go beyond water, wastewater, strong drain system, solid waste disposal, streets, and fiber optics. It also includes equipment and facilities. Public safety being vital to the community, livability. We increase our public safety fleet by adding 6 patrol vehicles, brand new. 3 detective vehicles, a new fire engine for Station 2 on Hairston School Road, a refurbished engine for Station 3 on Beltline, and acquired a new ambulance and 3 vehicles for fire administration. There's not somebody tell them we on the move. We on the move, yeah. And the facts continue. The facts continue. We invested, get this now, nearly $1.6 million in maintenance and upgrades to several city facilities. I'm going to name them because you need to know the facts. You need to know the facts. Number one, at this facility, we authorized $1.3 million to replace the heating, ventilation, and air condition unit for this facility. Oh, you don't feel it? Number two, at Fire Station 2 and 3, we did roof repair and carpet and painting. Number three, at the animal shelter. At the animal shelter, we did roof replacement. We authorized and have on order and in progress replacement of the HVAC unit and ceiling and lighting.
Yes, sir.
The service center, 700 East Main, we placed the roof and did interior painting and carpet replacement. Number five, the visitor center. We repaired French drains, painted the interior, and the brick is scheduled to be sealed as soon as weather conditions permits. Well, y'all about as happy as I am. All right. At the public safety building, we have completed interior painting. And at the golf course, we upgraded the interior, the kitchen equipment, and clubhouse, as well as the maintenance building and outdoor restrooms. Ladies and gentlemen, our golf course is a plus and an investment to our city. Everybody don't have a golf course? We entered into an agreement with Touchstone Golf for management with the interior renovation, enhanced grounds maintenance. The course has seen substantial improvement in operation. If you don't believe me, go over there, visit it, right? Review and course activity. The Country View Bar and Grill has reopened. There you can go over there and sit down and with a nice view. All right. And the course hosted, get this now, over 19 special events for tournaments to outdoor weddings and receptions. So all you looking for a place to get married, here it is. Here's another plus, and great investment to our city. Sound infrastructure, again, is not just water and wastewater, but it's facilities. Lancaster Regional Airport has a runway that extends 6,500 feet. That means all of you that got private jets, and you don't want to go through the traffic, then you just fly into Lancaster. It offers a self-service fuel island with competitive prices. We have 180 hangars and 25 buildings, 80 T-spots, 2 halos, I was thinking of the halos, parking circles, and the airport cafe. So you can fly in, have lunch, and take care of business.
Right on.
You know that sounds good. The new terminal building construction is underway with an estimated completion of late March or early April, so stay tuned for the grand opening. You all are welcome.
Thank you.
Get this now, $2.8 million investment was done in partnership with Texas Innovation. Y'all see that? Amen. People do that when they believe in you. I want you to please understand this now. Sound infrastructure. You see Beltline Road, Central Street, Lancaster Hutchins Road, Pleasant Run, Phase 1. Now, when I say we, the city council, most of us who are employed here, we drive the roads like our residents and acknowledge that in the distant past, help me say distant past, that way back, right? The city did not always have the resources to make the necessary investment to provide the most appropriate preventive maintenance on our roadways. However, in 2011, the city adopted a pavement management program that rated every street. I mean, they went down every street and rated it, and the type of maintenance or repair needed. The goal was established to annually increase the preventive maintenance budget and plan for road construction in alignment with our pavement management program. In 2018, we invested approximately $5.8 million into our roadways to include the following project. Now I got to read these because these are facts. A lot of people, I don't know.
Say it again.
Okay, let me move on. Number one, Beltline Road from Houston School Road to Maine. Get this now, $720,500. Number two, Blue Grove Road from Beltline to Main Street, $236,789.90. Number three, Central, from Redbird to Pecan, $98,451. Lancaster Hutchin Road from Pleasant Run to 200 South Lancaster Hutchin Road. Get this one now, $1,965,975.63. You wish they put them cents on there in the thousands of dollars. So we just gonna throw that 63 cent in there, right? Laura Street from Dallas Avenue to M, $41,769. Linwood Drive from Johns Avenue to Dewberry Boulevard, $132,891.30. Lyle Street from Trippy Street to Franklin, $113,909. Pine Street from Dallas Avenue to Central, $8,945.50. Now here's the biggie. My God, y'all see it. I remember when I think about this, I think about Joe Johnson. He said, "You become mayor." You know how he talk. He said, "When you become mayor," listen. Every Sunday he says, "I come to Romo." He don't even live here. He says, "And I come down Pleasant Run." He said, "Whatever you do," he says, "see about fixing Pleasant Run." He said, "Because every Sunday I come to eat dinner at Romo's." Here it is, West Pleasant Run Road, from I-35 to Houston School Road, $1,975,289.74. Now, that's not the end of it, because we got phases. I-35 to Houston School Road, phase one. Houston School Road to Blue Grove, is that right?
Yeah.
Phase two. From Blue Grove to to Dallas Avenue, phase three. And I believe it goes beyond that to the city limits. Rogers, from Pleasant Run to Bacon, $582,675.64. Plus, this budget year we currently are in, we budget nearly $11 million for roads. Yeah, because that's it. Because when you get high, when you're elected official, and I was getting before I was mayor. So what are we gonna do about our streets and our roads? Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing something. So $11 million for roads, reconstruction. So Stay tuned. Because roads and streets maintenance and repair is a priority to us. And we are making progress. Please understand that our infrastructure, roads, water lines, equipment in our facilities got this way, didn't get this way overnight. And that we have a plan and we are implementing, help me say implementing that plan. And I encourage you to drive around the city. Drive around the city and see. Man, all this street construction going on. And somebody had the nerve to ask me a couple of weeks ago, when are we going to fix the streets? And I want to say, well, what street you coming down? We're an awesome program. Listen to this, sound infrastructure. The sidewalk, the city sidewalk replacement program is a 50-50 cost shared program where the city will partner with the resident to replace sidewalks in front of their home. That's part of quality of life, isn't it? This year, we partnered with 16 homeowners to repair and replace sidewalks. Sound infrastructure. Why? Oh, Lord. I'm almost, they say I got 50 minutes left. Oh, that's a 5. Sound infrastructure. Why? Sound infrastructure. Why? Because we know the importance of it. And it's important for us to have sound infrastructure. The city began a water meter replacement program to improve efficiency in building. Now, so I'm gonna skip that because that's all you need to know. We replaced 496 feet of sewer main, 537 feet of water main. This year, we have identified 6 major line replacement and upgrade. Now, city engagement, healthy, safe, and engaged community. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we are engaged. We are engaged. The citizen engagement is also an important component for a sustainable city. We have hosted numerous special events, training program, recreational program, library, senior life center, and public safety activities. Y'all think I can't do it in 5 minutes? Now, the Lancaster Police Department, still healthy, safe, and engaged community. The Lancaster Police Department recognized that we have to do more as an agency that responds in time of need or crisis. We have to be active and engaged in the community. And I want you to know that they are. We have increased the number of officers to 66. We were operating. And I got to share this because that's what citizens want. We were operating with 2 12-hour shifts, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. day shift, and 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. night shift. And then reviewing our calls for service, we recognize that 55% of our calls for service occur between 12 noon and midnight. So we did something about that. All right. We increased our traffic stops, and man, that eliminates crime. And somebody breaking in your house and stealing your hubcaps and all that. People don't understand that. All right. Healthy and safe. All right. Health and safety engagement. The council adopted a mandate. Now y'all know I got to get to my closing. All right. They're waiting on my closing. All right. The council adopted a mandatory microchipping program for all dogs. You see less dogs and cats now. Read between lines, right? Healthy, safe, and engagement community. Well, we believe in providing quality program for our children, family, and our seniors. Over the last year, we have many special events such as educators appreciation breakfast for LISD, the annual parent/child dance annual YAC summit, senior life center members, and Black History Month and all that. Ooh, I should have did that in the beginning, shouldn't I? All right. Healthy and safe and engaged community. and Easter egg hunting, Bear Creek Nature Park, and the city of Lancaster and DeSoto, and your 4th of July celebration, Thanksgiving luncheon. And I'm hastening to a close. And there it is. Is it up there? Yes. Think what? We. And not me. Now, I know most of y'all up in here want me to hoop by now.
Come on.
But I ain't gonna be able to do it, right? In closing, I want you to get this. In closing, I would like to share with you my pet peeves, which is my personal promise to use my political position or platform to promote positive partnership for the progress and prosperity of our city. Should I say that again? Should I say it again? Should I say it slow, or you get it? All right, you got it? All right, Jeremiah 29:7. Oh, Lord. A preacher shouldn't quote a scripture, because right after that, man, it's on. All right. Jeremiah 29:7 says, work to see that the city where I sent you, get this now, enjoy peace and prosperity. Then it says, pray to the Lord for it. It what? The city. For as it prosper, you will prosper. Well, somebody say, I don't pray. I said, well, think. Think about your city. Whatever way you do it, just do it. Keep your city in mind. Again, I want to thank you for this opportunity to continue to serve you as mayor. God bless America, and God bless Lancaster.